Oh, it's got to be a Monday thing. How did I not see? My microphone was not. Anyhow. Hi, and welcome back to Katie's Corner in Space. Okay, that's cheesy, and I haven't said that in a long time, but I do want to welcome you back. We are at week 59 of Outlander, and I haven't been keeping track. Well, I've been keeping track, but I haven't been announcing that to you guys that much lately. So I do want to make sure we know. We are almost at 60 weeks without any new Outlander. We do know we are getting some very soon. In November, that second part of season 7, they are currently recording, filming that season 8. In fact, they're nearly done. We should be seeing a That's a Wrap from Meryl kind of any day now. Now, I had a whirlwind of a weekend, very busy with family visiting, with the fair in town, my daughter's participation in said fair, us deciding that we needed to see if we could close down the fair. By the way, we got to watch them packing the fair up. We were there so late. So if I look tired, it's because I am. But rightly so. I had a great time with my family. Thanks so much to everybody for wishing me a good time. It must have worked. All that good mojo gave us a wonderful time. And I want to thank you guys too while I'm thinking of it for thanking me to help you get through this Droughtlander. Because trust me, you are doing just as much for me when you come and view, when you have comments and there's some discussions that come up. I still love this community that's just sort of happened because I was like, I want to talk about TV. So thank you, everybody. I do have some fun stuff. We're going to stick to pretty much a lot of behind the scenes from the beginning, from the middle, from that we have not seen, and from that they are still filming. So do stay tuned. I've got a lot, but we are going to start off with wishing a very happy birthday to Joanne Thompson, who played our Amy McCollum. Yes. Yeah, I hope Roger stays away. Happy birthday to Outlanders, Amy McCollum at Joanne Thompson 22. Have a great day. And this was September 22nd. I did look to make sure, but I didn't see a year. And some actors and actresses do keep their years hidden below. And I wasn't going to go digging. If she doesn't want everybody to know, it's not plain. Yeah, I'm not going to go in and, violate her privacy just for our own curiosity. We're better than that. We just are. Now, I do believe that is our only current birthday. So we're going to move on. And like I said, lots of behind the scenes. Do stay tuned to the very end. There will be a little Sam bit at the end. Not huge, though. We have some events coming up, and you're going to want to know what's going on in our Outlander lives and when you can see them next. So we're going to start first, though, with this incredible clip of a podcast done by Droughtlander Diaries podcast, which I personally don't listen. I'm always afraid that I'm going to copy off of people's podcasts and YouTube channels. So I generally get my information from posts and articles online rather than audio and video. Not because I would purposely copy them, but you know how you'll get an idea, you'll not know where you got it from, and oops, you find out after you've been doing it for a month that you actually stole it from something that you saw. And I have tended to be able to stay away from that. And I don't have anybody to like oversee me and make sure I don't do it. So my best bet is to not listen to them in the first place and not to do it. But this one I did listen to. I'm not going to copy off them because I'm not going to be getting any guests like this. And there's only me. So also it's really good information. So let's go ahead and listen to this. It is, I'm going to read the post here. It says, we broke down that scene with Claire's Amon, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that completely wrong, but I know you know who they are, who plays Louise Duran, Claire's friend in France on Outlander. Listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So that is Droughtlander Diaries podcast. If you do want to hear these, you absolutely should because they do have some fun stuff. I get clips on occasion. This is one of them, and we got to hear it. It just fits really well with the behind the scenes theme of today.
So in the show, your character is getting waxed,
Et voilà pour les jambes.
and we have Louise to thank for convincing Claire to do the same, which resulted in a fan favorite line on the show from Jamie.
Claire, your honeypot is bare.
How did you keep a straight face during those waxing scenes? That must have been hilarious to film.
Actually, it's the first scene I've read when I went to the casting. I was reading the script and I saw this scene. I said, "Wow, it begins very well. How it will do."
The comedic timing for the whole thing was so funny. But it was great. You did a great job.
of course, I love this the wake scene because we never see those kind of scene anywhere in movies, even in this part of time in the 16th 17th century. We didn't know that in those days they already did those kind of stuff. So I like this scene because for me it's very um original.
Oh yeah, one of our favorite lines, and it is. I need to put that on a T-shirt if I'm allowed. That's a fun, yeah, that's a fun scene. It's a fun line, and hygiene is important in every century, and some things stuck around, but I still feel like that's fairly extreme. Let's move on to this. Yeah, this is a nice collection of new behind-the-scenes images. They were dropped off, I think, at the end of last week or over the weekend. So I suppose technically I could have gotten them out earlier, but honestly, very, 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 very busy weekend, or I would have. So we're going to start these off. Again, Outlander Online shares these. I believe these are shared by Stars originally. Outlander Online, new 7B stills from Outlander Stars. My Friday plans, trying to decide which of these behind the scenes photos to make my new phone wallpaper. Oh, well, there you go. That's a project. It'll be a tough choice, too, as you're going to see here. We start off, of course, with Sam as Jamie, and as we were talking, yeah, the hair does look like we've gotten some gray around the temples or white, and then the hair color again has lightened quite a bit, especially if you look back at season 1 and 2. We're talking about a different color altogether, really. And I like this one. This one's fun. I may put this one on the thumbnail just because it's playful, and I like playful thumbnails. We've got John Bell as a young Ian, of course, and Caitriona Balfe as Claire. She is got the lifted leg, having a good time. Like I said, it's playful, it's fun, and this is a familiar stone stack here. I believe this is the same one that we see in the trailer. Yes. So let's see what else we've got. Another behind the scenes, and I do believe I will have a photo that kind of connects with this. This is a behind the scenes, a new 7B still from the Outlander. Sorry, part B that's coming up. It may look familiar because I do believe we've seen the result of this one before. But again, I got something fun to show you a comparison. And this is, again, he looks great. Moving on to the next picture. Okay, so David Barry getting all Lord John. Nice. You know what? I do like this duster he's wearing. The long trench coat. Very nice. And getting all put together, though, because our stars look perfect in every scene, but people do not in general. So they need a little assistance. Okay, so Roger brought some Starbucks. No, it's probably not Starbucks. Some what do they call it? Craft service coffee back from the past. Probably was not looking forward to 18th century coffee. That's my guess. Okay, but no, we've got Roger Mack, also known as Richard, sitting down on a boulder, just chilling out, waiting probably for the next scene to start, and yeah, relax on a boulder. Why not? And our last image, it wouldn't be complete if we didn't have some Sophie. And she's just smiling and laughing. We can see people are taking pictures of her laughing from the back. So something is hilarious. I'm not sure what. Did she do? It looks like she's gotten some damage on her fingers here. So I'm guessing Brianna did something. Of course, we won't really know what the heck happened until season 7B starts. So again, don't have to wait too long. No, only till November, 22nd. So it's not terribly long. We can do this. We've made it this far. Now, Charles Van Dyke and Outlander Online, which I've said before, kind of same folks, but specializing in their own things. This scene and behind the scene, we've got Charles Van Dyke says, well, the scene versus behind the scene, exactly the same thing it says on the picture, and a lot of hashtags for Charles and William here. Yeah, we can see the finished product, I guess. And you know what? It always fascinates me, the difference between the stills and the film, and the lightness or darkness, because you can really see like the sun is streaming in really well here, and they've I don't know, darken it up. I kind of wish, I'm sure they do that because for atmosphere, for storytelling, it keeps it all equal, or you know what I'm saying here. But I wish they wouldn't, because people like me, it's hard to see the stuff, the dark stuff. It gets harder to make out all the details, and oh well, that's just me. I'm complaining. Let me know below. Is that an irritation for you? Some of these shows they seem to be getting darker and darker. And I don't know, maybe it's just my eyesight getting worse and worse. I am at that age. But I think sometimes the technology makes it almost harder to enjoy the end product. But let me know. Am I wrong? All right, we are not done with behind the scenes. This one was sort of thrown out there. I'm not sure where it came from, but sure we'll find out here. Outlander Online shares a throwback to Richard Raker behind the scenes of Outlander Season 7 Part 1. Okay, so I'm a little out of order here. I could have sworn something said Season 7 Part 2, and I was like, where? But okay. Our site archives Outlander stars. That's who supplies this. Of course, we are hashtagging Richard and Roger and Outlander. And now this is a good one because, again, I love it when we can see. We can see that this is not your standard thing going on here. We've got the camera up there, but a kind of a cheeky grin going on with Richard as well. Now, that is not all the behind the scenes that I've got here. No, I've still got a couple more coming here. Some fun ones, I hope, because, yeah, a little different, a little interesting. You'll see what I mean. For instance, this one shared by Night Merrill, of course, that's Merrill Davis. Best guess as to what Wendy Bird Mua is preparing for. I don't know, making somebody look sweaty, possibly. Let's see, Sam Heughan, Season 8 Outlander stars, final countdown, all hashtagged and added. We are well done here. And even Sam's giving it a happy face, so good stuff. He's giving it a couple of happy faces. I wonder if he missed that he gave it a happy face. And this one is a few days old, at least 4 days old, and we've got her spraying. I think that it's like the, mister to make people look like they've been running really hard or writing really hard or doing other things that are physically active. At any rate, that's what it looks like to me. That's just my best guess, but I really feel like that's probably what it is. And here, another behind the scenes, this one also of Season 8, Outlander Online shares John Bell outside of Izzy McHale's trailer Rachel on the set of Outlander Season 8 via John Hunter Bell and that Gary Lamont. Oh, and Gary Elman. Gary Lamont. Sorry about that. I'm just, yeah, you know me. I do bad with names. Anyway, we've got John Bell. Thankfully, he has a really easy name for me to say. And he's just a smiling in. So not any big action going on, although we can see the trailer across there. We see him having a smile. It's good stuff. And one more here. This is from Andy the Highlander. Now, this one isn't our stars, but let me read through this and you'll see why I decided to throw this in with our behind the scenes. Ship, Wade, Derek, and Scrounger's Nest have worked as the military and historic advisors on Outlander for multiple seasons. Ramsey's Guy is a martial arts coach and owner of the Grip House, who has also been involved in multiple seasons of Outlander, both on screen and as a combat advisor. It was great to chat with all of them at Duncanaren Medieval Village for their Clanlander event. During my time as a supporting artist on Outlander, I got the chance to play various parts in a Highlander, the town guard, Jamie's leg double, and yes, even a red coat. A lot of hashtags here for Outlander in the Duncan Medieval Village. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't read through that, but you should definitely see who they are. Hopefully you can tell on the here that that's Duncan. I'll have the links to all this so you'll be able to find it here. But yeah, this is great. So we've got this here. Let's see what they have to say. Hopefully something mildly interesting about how they come up with these how they do their stuff, actually. I'm not even going to try to pretend I can talk about it.
Love you, Andy.
Was Andy better as a Highlander or better as a Redcoat?
Better as a
Nobody's
red
better
coat.
as a red coat.
I am standing next to my three favourite redcoats. On my left, we have Guy, Ned, and Dale. We first met in probably 2015 from season 2 of Outlander. So, what's your story?
What's my story? I wish I'd never met you there. Yeah, I suppose our story was just military advisors in the end, weren't we?
Yeah.
Telling everybody, like,
Yeah.
around here, what to do, how to become a
That's
soldier.
right, keeping me in line.
Yeah.
I even got promoted to corporal, didn't I?
Yeah, that was on the season 3, the Battle of Culloden. For those who are watching, the Highlander Andy was actually a red coat Andy, and he was very handy to have. We had a bit of a dilemma on the film shooting where they wanted 20 men to fire muskets and then changed them on and wanted 30, and a whole 100 men stepped forward putting their hand up. So we went, no time for etiquette, we'll cherry pick. Andy.
And we've got Guy over here as well, who is a Muay Thai kickboxing champion, as well as other etiquettes as well. Guy, tell us a bit about your journey and how you get into this as well. I'll come over here, right?
Yeah.
Aye.
So the journey to Duncarron for me has basically been through a love of martial arts. That started from looking at Muay Thai, and then it got absolutely immersed in European martial arts. Military sabre, Highland broadsword.
Last word from the horse.
Right from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I'm really happy I found that so I could share it with you and also gather up the information for myself. Now, things going on, you're just gonna want to know about it. It is that time of year again. Now, Outlander, Addict, and Balfe Nation shared this earlier. If you are one of my members, you already know this. Recognized. Now that we're translated, join Team Outlander for a good cause. In October, we have the opportunity to do a good deed by participating in 60K for Kids with Cancer fundraiser. This is, of course, not the first time that Caitriona is all about this. Yes, she's just constantly, this is like her yearly thing. So yeah, in tribute to Caitriona Balfe, the cause's ambassador and whose birthday is October 4th, Outlander fans are rallying to support children with cancer. Together, we can help close the gap between countries. It says here that Outlander Addict created a profile to represent French-speaking fans and invite each of you to join the solidarity journey. I'm going to be trying to reach my goal of running or walking 60 kilometers during the month of October. During the month of October, all encouragement welcome. Every bit counts, and Caitriona will surely be touched by this initiative. And then there is a URL. I will try to include that below as well. I'm also going to share pretty much the same thing, but this one is Balfe Nation and Outlander Online. World Child Cancer is launching a new charity-wide 60K challenge with multiple teams from all corners of the world. A special Team Outlander has been created in honor of WCC patron Caitriona Balfe and the many fans who have loved her in the role of Claire over the past 10 years. The link is open now through the end of October. Sign up to join the challenge or make an individual donation in her name. Caitriona Balfe has been patron of World Child Cancer since 2016. Learn more about the charity and why the 60K challenge was launched at the link in stories or here. So I will share that link as well. You decide how you want to get your information, how you want to help. If you'd like to help, I'm going to try to give you as many opportunities as come across my desk or my computer or my phone, whichever way I seem to find these things these days. But we should definitely, most of us, I won't say all of us, but most of the viewers that I've seen, according to my channel dashboard, y'all my age, maybe a bit older, maybe a bit younger, female, and there's a decent chance we either have kids, will have kids, or were kids at some point in our life. So this is something that I think we can all get behind. I'm not going to ask you to help my channel today. If you can do anything, let's get a good start on this. Let's join Caitriona. Let's do what we can. Is who's going to be at New York Comic Con. Representing Outlander, we have Caitriona Balfe, Sam Heughan, Sophie Skelton, Richard Rankin, John Bell, Meryl Davis, and of course, Diana Gabaldon herself. This is fantastic. And again, I think this is one of those things that I may have announced last week, but I'm just going to say it again. And I know I announced it to my members, so you already knew. This one is shared by Matthew B. Roberts. We love it when our creators give us this information. I know normally I end with a bunch of Sam stuff. This is my only Sam thing for my ending today. Why? Because one of the next videos I'm going to record is all Sam. Okay, so let's do this. Assassinate Spirits and Sam Heughan share. Bayar. We're coming for ya. Our first NorCal visit. Okay, all right, that was bad. But our first NorCal visit, join me Monday, October 7th, Total Wine to continue the Sassenach Spirit celebration. Store 1125, and they've got the address here for you, so it should be easy to find if you are in the area. Bottle signing Monday, October 7th, 1 to 3 p.m. Total Wine and more. Again, we've got the address, the store number. Man, I hope somebody seeing this video gets a chance to go, but whoever does get a chance to go, have a wonderful time. That is going to be super cool to be able to stand there. I'm also feeling that sucker's on a Monday. And I don't know about you, but most people's work week, Monday is included. So the Monday, October 7th, the fact that we're doing it in the middle of the week, it makes me feel like they're fairly confident Sam's filming portion will be done. We already know Lauren Lyle is done. By extension, most likely Caesar Domboy. A good portion of the people that, well, and they were finished. So we know they're on their last block. They've got to be nearing that end, that last episode or so. So even though we're still in September and that's October 7th, they may only have a week or two to go. Like I said, we're expecting to see Meryl say, and that's a wrap. Pretty much as soon as it's done, she'll announce it. And I will share it with you through the community as soon as I see it. But yeah, keep an eye out for it because she loves to announce it. We appreciate it when she does. We'll be that much closer to getting season 8. Though, let's face it, it's going to be 2 years. Ugh. We won't have that talk right now. I will tell you that one of the next videos, probably the next one with Sam, I'm going to also make kind of a viewer video as well. You guys have had some good comments, a couple of questions. I'm going to go through those. If you've got any burning questions or things that you desperately need to say, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. And I hope nobody feels bad if I don't always pick your comments or always mention your name. But I do appreciate the contribution that you make by commenting because a lot of times it makes me think and do a little something extra, a little something more, such as actually get the right date of the birthdays. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell if you'd like to know when the next videos are going to come out and you want to see more about what the heck our Outlander folks are doing. Check out those links for Caitriona's charity. Let's see if we can make a dent in the hopes and dreams of children and surviving cancer, avoiding cancer, getting cancer treatments. It's just an important cause and one, I mean, just about every human being on the earth can be connected to in one way or another. You don't need to know a child who is surviving cancer, who has suffered with cancer. We are thankful for the fact that our children are healthy. Those of us that have been lucky enough to have children who have not had to deal with difficult disease in their life, I think we're the ones who probably ought to give a little bit more because those who are shouldn't be alone in this fight. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I do hope that you have a great week. Don't forget, I do have more videos coming up. I just wasn't going to be recording them all today. And I am sorry this video got out late. It's a Monday thing. I just could not get motivated today. It was a busy weekend. So I do appreciate your patience. I hope you did get something fun out of it. Enjoy those season 8 and season, 2 and 3 and yeah, some fun behind the scenes. They were good stuff, I thought. But if you didn't get enough Outlander stuff, best check up and make sure you didn't miss anything on this channel. There's a nice playlist I'll show for you here. And no matter what video you choose, I'll see you there. For thanking me to get you and here, another behind the scenes, this one also of season 8, Outlander Online shares John Bell outside of Izzy McHale's trailer for their clan, for that, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of skips here. I apologize. Oh, of course, this is in French, so I'm gonna have to translate. Hold on. See, translation. Okay, now I can do this. Caitriona Balfe has been a battle signing. This is the battle signing. There's going to be a fight over Sam, probably.